This little lemur Leonhardi is tired. And I'm nowhere near as cute as Dominique's supposed to lie. Okay, so here I revisit Should I Move to Italy? So I've talked about me, she, her, hers of Seattle. I forgot the name. I'm Tanis Leonhardi. It is the morning on Sunday, 24 March 2024. It's before 6:15 a.m. Why am I filming this early? You know, I've actually been pretty consistent about trying to get something filmed in the morning. It's an exercise in its own right. Okay, so I've talked about me, Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, potentially moving to different places before on this channel, including elaborating the scenario of me moving to Scotland starting approximately in June 2023. Here I revisit the idea of me moving to Italy, something I brought up on this channel, Tanis Leonhardi, back in 2022. So this is one that was elaborated, which I did with Scotland later. However, Scotland was, in terms of like actual title of video kind of thing, and that kind of thing, much more like moving to Scotland. Whereas with Italy, it was kind of like, I have my Italian vocabulary playlist that came about in 2022. I've been writing and publishing about a number of Italian swimmers, aquatic sports athletes, and so things kind of just naturally flowed. I'll do links to a number of like Norway, Scotland, Russia, some of the ones that have like a dedicated video, kind of with the a corresponding name, title, space kind of thing. I think to one of each of those, my Italian vocabulary playlist, my moving playlist, and my heritage travel trip series playlist. So this all kind of, if I'm going to the land of my ancestors, which is the aim of my heritage travel trip series, part of the conceptualization there was I trying to make it feel like home. And I think with my first trip which was Scotland back in July 2019, doing it right means it feels like home, which can also be an interesting one, because then I'm like, what if it feels like home more than where I'm living? And I actually left where I was living, because I had been living in California, was for the Scotland Heritage Travel trip, and now I'm back where I was raised, Seattle. So it's an interesting thing, because like, if my ancestors are from there, it should feel like I should be able to find a way that feels like home, where even if the structures aren't the same as my family, the land. Fortunately, I have a background in geology, so there's a different way to address that problem when structures are not what they experienced. Because a lot of my family that came to the United States of America came, 5 generations ago or before, kind of across the board. So, so should I move to Italy? I've talked about this before, and I think I've kind of settled in on the city of Varese being the headquarter city of my baby Roman Empire. So if I should link, well, no, okay, I have a playlist that's my Moving Streamlined playlist, and that has the baby Roman Empire in it. So Italy was one of my countries in my baby Roman Empire, which was 5 countries that I was like, well, if I have a bunch of soulmate and or soulmates and we live a long time kind of thing, then Italy might be part of that baby Roman Empire. Yeah, I think with Italy, it's a little bit more of, there's a lot of people in Italy, but the world is overpopulated and continues to grow in overpopulation. And so there's a place where that moving to Italy might entail adjustment to people, but I'm a city child. I've lived in cities my whole life, including in the Bay Area of California and stuff, and so I'm not unfamiliar to people. I think it's the people and presence of people outside of the city that Italy perhaps is most known for. Is there is no such thing as country in Italy, kind of thing. So yeah, I've talked about it. I'm revisiting it. Should I move to Italy? Should the opportunity arise and it's a fit and that kind of thing, I would not turn it down. This is tied to my fear of what? This is one where like I have a fear of should I move to Italy, but in life in generally, but it kind of, you know, surfaces in relation to Italy and spatial problems would be my husband and I sleeping on the same bed and the bed not being able to hold our weight. So the bed collapses, we're just like lying on the bed and it can't hold our weight because we can't have a bed that big in Italy. So there's a fear. In terms of like career paths, what would this one be tied to for me? So I have, could be sports, or it could be writing, or it could be something I haven't fleshed out, like food. But that really would be more of a introducing, should I move to France? Because France was introduced as an enemy of the baby Roman Empire back last year, 2023. So there's been a full pendulum swing before the end of the 2023 year. So yeah, that one needs an introducing video, I think, at this point in time. Oh, not today, but like as in, that'd be a good one. So how about, this is one where I could see me really doing well in the writing and film space. Italian film and Italian literature are very high standard. I think it's something where my biographies, like the books and the film adaptations of the books, could potentially excel very well. Kind of like I was talking about the rocks in Russia. Like each of these countries come with an area where I might do better in a certain career focus than others. And for Italy, they have great rocks too, actually, but so does France. But point being, it's not as like, if we're looking for the 110% fit, Russia's the 110% fit for rocks, like geology kind of rocks. And then Italy's the 110% for the writing and film adaptations of the writing. So there we go. So revisiting, should I move to Italy? There's a little bit streamlined, and one of the fears I have, what if the bed can't hold our weight? Like, what if we're stuck with a single bed for life? You know, that kind of thing. And I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers. So.